But I'll tell you, as I said, the polls are shifting in pretty good ways, right? And one of the biggest things that we're seeing happening is that people are flocking away from Donald Trump as a result of this January 6th, the televised hearings and everything. And one of the people who is watching this happening and seeing how Republicans are reacting happens to be Republican pollster Frank Luntz. Now, Frank Luntz appeared on CNN yesterday. And on CNN, he was actually asked about an issue I talked about yesterday, Ron DeSantis beating Donald Trump in that New Hampshire poll. And here is what Mr. Luntz had to say about that when asked if DeSantis is a threat to Trump. He said, quote, "It's more than a threat. The governor is proving that his approach and what he's trying to accomplish and what he has accomplished in Florida is more significant, and Republicans are now saying it's time to move on. There's now polling out that shows that Donald Trump is actually paying a price for what these hearings are showing." Now, saying that the Republican Party is ready to move on from Donald Trump based on one poll from University in New Hampshire with just a few hundred people in, I don't know that I'm willing to say that, hey, Donald Trump's out of the party, everybody's moving on. Nah, that's reading way too much into a single, way too early poll. However, he's not wrong about the other polls. Here's one of my favorite things. Prior to that very first televised hearing, 2/3 of people in this country did not believe that Donald Trump bore responsibility for what happened on January 6th. Today, 2/3 of people in this country believe that Donald Trump bears responsibility for what happened on January 6th. It literally flipped. It flipped. In 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks. That's pretty impressive, right? And that's the point. That's how powerful these hearings are. That's why all of this matters. Not just because we want to change public opinion, mostly, obviously, because we want justice. We want those people who broke the law to pay the price. But I think we're all kidding ourselves if we don't admit to at least a small degree that there is some level of vengeance in us that feels good about this, that wants it to tank his approval rating, which it has. His approval rating, Donald Trump's, has gone down since these committee hearings began. That is, of course, what Frank Luntz is referring to. People are tying Donald Trump directly to this. And as I said, you've got Republican candidates. Dr. Oz is a great one. They're running away from him, even though Trump came out and backed him, made him. Had it not been for Trump, Oz probably wouldn't have won that primary. Same thing with J.D. Vance. I don't know if J.D. Vance is running away from the Trump messaging, but other people are. More and more candidates. And it's not because Donald Trump is still not an influential figure in the party. He is, and he will remain an influential figure in the party, whether they want him to or not. He's there to stay. He's your monster. You get to keep him forever. But the voters out there, they're not so happy with it. And we're going to start to see, I promise you, in the coming weeks, we're going to see more and more Republicans start to run away from him because, like Luntz said, it's having a real impact on Donald Trump. It may not be affecting the rest of the Republican Party, these hearings at least, but if they continue to try to tie themselves to Trump, it will come back to hurt them in the midterms. We need to take another quick break. I'm Farron Cousins from Ring of Fire, sitting in for David Pakman, and we'll be right back with more.
I think this is the biggest discount that any sponsor has ever offered on the David Pakman Show. This is Crush Organics. Crush Organics loves the show so much. They're giving my viewers 50% off their entire collection of organic CBD products when you use the code PAKMAN. I'm the only show where you can get this big a discount. That I like. And for each sale, Crush Organics will donate $10 to the Last Prisoner Project. That's a really great nonprofit. It helps to free nonviolent drug offenders and reform drug laws. Very important. And it doesn't stop there. Anyone who uses my code also gets a free jar of CBD gummies or a jar of CBD topical cream. Crush has only the best organic CBD, whether you're looking for oils, creams, or edibles. So that's 50% off and a free jar of gummies or topical cream and $10 towards creating real change in our justice system. Go to crushorganics.us and use the code PACMAN. The link is down below.